Chazz, what do I have to say about Chazz? Okay, so Chazz from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was really my favorite character, throughout the whole thing, right next to Alexis and Zane. What happened was, literally, I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, I'm similar, in my mid-20s. Now, here's the thing, okay? Society, likes to play off things, literally, when people are following along in class, literally, a 1 through 3 basis, even though community college is advanced, how to follow along is based off 1 through 3. Now, literally, what Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is, literally, at college essence, literally, their actual rating on 4 kids is 7 to 11. Literally, so what happens is you use something in the middle in order to score. Like Alexis, you see how Alexis is always blonde, always gold, literally this and that. You could take her, literally, complexion, literally, and create a fad. Literally, like, say if you want to do something on Nickelodeon, or you want to, appeal to young black women with hair extensions, Alexis is perfect for that, okay? Her voice and how she portrays herself, but they also say snits in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Now, let's get to Chazz. Chazz, literally, Chazz it up. Literally is one of my favorite, characters in the whole wide world, because what he represents is he represents people being in denial, why they're powerful. What makes Chazz unique from, other people who get trashed on like Vegeta, literally, is he's a part of a line of royalty. Even though Vegeta is part of the highest, line of loyalty, I'm like, literally, what Chazz is, he's the weakest brother out of 4. Literally, just like me in real life. And the reason why I like him so much is because Chazz, literally, has a better deck than Jaden if you know Yu-Gi-Oh! But literally he doesn't use it at the right time. And what Jaden does is he uses his deck literally even at times where it's weak. Literally, so then being of Princeton, literally, which is what his name is in the English dub. Now, this is because the Japanese voice actor of Chazz died 1 year ago, okay? Literally, and I loved him. He was also a Japanese actor for SpongeBob, and I couldn't stand it, So the reason why I loved him, literally, is because he had, a fair turnout. Literally, whenever it came to him proving it to somebody, literally, he got his ass trashed. Like, literally, Adrian killed him with some marshmallows, literally. But in reality, Chazz can take on big people, literally, like Pegasus, literally, certain villains throughout Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, literally, but in the Japanese version, if you don't know, he faces Axel or something Phoenix. I have to rewatch, but anyway, the main point is literally I grew up with Chazz because I'm like that character. Literally, what that means is I'm an off-brand character, like Curlis, Android 17, this and that. I made a career literally when I rep anime characters that are morally gay. It gave them substance. You know why? Because the people who held onto it were full-on nerds, and because I recognized something literally when I was younger, literally why I wore sleeves literally in high school and trying to get girls like Daniela. Literally, it represented it and then it overshadowed. Literally, if you don't know, a gangster uses reverse psychology. So things straightforward like Android 17 sleeves really, throws a gangster off if properly applied, if professionally applied. And what does that have to do with Chazz? Chazz is literally in the middle. Literally, I made a video literally last year about Android 17 talking to Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. And what Chazz is, he's actually muscular, compared to those two, literally, in terms of stature. And how he competes with Jay and Lily is very unique throughout the series. Lily, where he joined a whole other school, he got his ass whipped. Where it came to actual showboating, Lily, he did a lot, Lily. But let's get real here. The reason why I'm infatuated with Chazz, literally, isn't his catchphrase, it's his demeanor, literally, how he can always, rise back up, literally, how he's always strong, how he's always, second to Jane, literally, very unique, various shapes and forms, literally, he can fuck up Cyrus, literally, but he loses to Bastion. Literally, one thing you have to know about Chazz is that Chazz is powerful, but compared to a main character on steroids, literally, he's nothing. Okay, so that was a point that I should have made earlier in the video. But the main point about Chazz Princeton, literally, is he's the strongest droid reeler, like the Rise by Dragon, where it comes to his Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. Okay, so he reminds me of Raditz from Dragon Ball Z. But the most, apparent thing about Chazz, literally, is his love for Alexis. Literally, how it keeps going on in the series. Literally, how he gets made fun of. But how he stays prominent, literally, as a fourth figure. Like how, I think the principal needed him along with Zane for Sacred Beats. He's nothing compared to Zane, but literally, he's half. Okay, so it's been 2 years now, Lily. I've been repping Chazz, and what you have to understand is that, Chazz literally gets fucked up by this air complex, the Ajama complex, literally, when it comes to 3 little shit star painted in yellow that are acting like, faggots, homosexuals, literally, to Chazz, literally, and he has, a good comeback, literally, and what happens is, literally, he digs in the grave for cards and finds these little Ajama fuckers, literally, and they help him, throughout all the seasons, okay? So, what they have to say, literally, about this inspirational anime character character is that he helped me literally evolve, because what happens is he faces his brother one day at Duel Academy. Literally, he actually makes his brother, who's really, really rich, that comes from a bloodline that embarrasses him. I also have an older brother that I look up to, who I do with, off and on. His name is Bobby, who I call Babylon. So you have to understand, literally, I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. The theme song helped me get to work, and it really, 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 let me know something that literally you can make a persona for yourself and make it. Literally, that's what Chazz means. Because what happened was, people hated him. People called him literally a bitch for losing the Bastion, losing the Jane twice. But they still gave him, the opportunity to change. They still respected him over time, saying, Chazz is up, Chazz is up, Chazz is up. Literally, he got his own, catchphrase. Literally, he got his own persona. Literally, he got his own thing. Literally, Chazz can damn near have his own show. Literally, like Frank from Everybody Loves Raymond. So you have to understand that literally, the deal with Chazz is that he's an anti-hero character. Like, he betrays the cast, but he joins the cast again. And what you don't understand about Chazz is that literally his conflicts are complex, and what makes him literally stand out, besides the others, is the fact that he's not like people who get trampled on. Literally, if you don't know, literally, it's kind of like the counterpart. You know how Yugi had Kyber? Literally, Chazz is supposed to be a Kyber, but I think Zane fits the world more. Literally, I achieved, a lot in my life, but when it comes to Vegeta, literally, I feel like Chazz is more on point, okay? And, literally, that's just a short summary, literally, so, this is it. So this is my opinion of Chazz from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.